dog. I have this little sister Lola. She is small and very funny. At the moment, Lola really wants to have a dog. But Mom and Dad say she can't because our flat is too small and Lola is too young to look after one. Lola says, "Say woof, Charlie." So I say woof. Then Lola says sit. So I sit. My cereal bowl is now a dog bowl. And she has made me a big dog bed. Lola just loves dogs a lot. One day, Dad took us to the park. There was me and my friend Marv, Lola and her friend Lotta, and Sizzles. Sizzles is Marv's dog. Lola loves Sizzles. So does Lola's best friend Lotta. Lola says, "You ask." Lotta says, "No, you ask." So Lola says, "Marv, can we look after Sizzles?" Marv says, "Lola, do you know about dogs?" Lola says, "Yes, I do everything." And Lotta says, "So do I." Lola says, "We know that Sizzles is a very very clever dog. We know he can do very good tricks." Lotta says, "If he wanted, he could roll over." Lola says, "And walk on two legs." Lotta says, "And speak English." Lotta says, "And dance." Definitely. I think Lotta, do you know, I think Sizzles can do really anything? Then Lola says, "Sizzles is the cleverest dog ever, anywhere." Marv says, "Yeah, watch this. Sizzles, sit. Sizzles, sit. 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 Sizzles." While Marv is trying to make Sizzle sit, I see some of our friends playing football, and I think I'd really like to play too. So I say we could play just one game, Marv. Marv says, "But who is going to look after Sizzles?" Lola says, "Me!" Lotta says, "Me!" I say it is only for a little while. He'll be okay with Lola and Lotta. I'm pretty sure he will. So Marv says, "Okay, but you do know that there are lots of rules. If you want to look after Sizzles, no chocolates or cakes and no sweets of any kind. Completely no digging and no chasing birds and no splashing in puddles. And no taking him off the lead. Mars says, do you honestly promise to look after my dog? Lola says, honestly, we do promise honestly to look after your dog. Lotta says, honestly and promisely, we do. Lola says dogs must be stroked and patted. Lola says dog must be stroked and patted. Lotta says to tell them we're their friend. Lola says playing is what makes dog happy. Lotta says and grooming makes dog feel pretty. Lola says dogs must go outside and must walk. And Lotta says, otherwise, what is the point of their legs? Then Lola says, Lotta, I don't think you really know all about dogs like me. And Lotta says, Lola, I really do know everything about dogs. Lola says, but Lotta, I'm in charge. And Lotta says, so am I. Lola says, we're both in charge, but I think that Marv said that I was a little bit more in charge than you. You see, Lotta must hold the lead like this.
Okay,
You must hold the lead like this. See? Lotta says, oh no, Lola, you really must do it like this. Oh no, Sizzles, where are you? Where are you, Sizzles? Sizzles, where are you? Lola says, do you think we have lost him forever? Lotta says, I think he was sad actually. Then Lola says, Sizzles! But then Lola says, oh no, there are two Sizzles. And Lotta says, no Lola, there are two dogs, but only one is Sizzles. Lola says, but which one? Lotta says, I don't know. Lola says, the clever one. Scissors can do anything, remember? Lotta says, yes, scissors can do anything. Scissors can sit. Scissors, sit, sit, sit. And Lola says, sit, sit, please sit. Lotta says, sit, sit, sit. Will you sit? Then Lola says, scissors, it's scissors. When me and Mar finished playing football, we went to find Lola and Lotta. I say, come on, you two, it's time to go. But Lola and Lotta look a bit fidgety. And they both whisper, Charlie, we had scissors and we were looking after him. Then he sort of went for a walk without his lead, and then we couldn't see him anymore. And then we saw him, but he wasn't one, he was two scissors. And so, I'm not sure that scissors is scissors now. So I say, look here, dog number 144, scissors, owner Marv Lowe, 5A Crocodile Street. Then Marv says, that's his dog tag. It's got his name and address on it in case he gets lost. All dogs must have them. And Lola says, we knew that actually, Marv. And Lotta says, just in case they get lost. I say, yes, that's right. Just in case they get lost. And Lola says, but scissors would never get lost. Lotta says, because he's very clever. Lola says, he can do absolutely anything. And Marv says, come on, scissors, we're going home.